bad housing, unemployment and out-and-out hostility, that you didn't need to bother anymore with the younger generation. There was little opportunity, so there were few role models, and the younger generations tended to give up. And especially in the present situation, things are bad for everybody. But a report has just come out which has shown that it's 5 times harder for black youngsters in South Glamorgan to get jobs.
So where do you make the changes? How do you start?
I think it has to be a two-pronged attack. I would like to see, for example, the Welsh establishment shake itself up. I'd like to see more blacks employed by local government. Do you know that South Glamorgan has 14,000 employees, of whom only 22 are black? Cardiff City Council employs just over 2%. I think we've been here a long time. We have to accept that equality isn't a question of sitting back and waiting for people to give us what we want. We have every right to get it.
Linda, thank you very much.
Linda's eye view of Cardiff. Now, every city seems to have some scheme that's a planner's dream but a resident's nightmare. Cardiff is no exception. In this case, it's the road. The road is the half-completed ring road, which when finished will provide a link through the town to the M4, improving access from the motorway to the docks. Work has just started on the Grangetown link. This section will take 3 years to complete and will cost £22 million. At £170 million for the whole motorway project, it's South Glamorgan's biggest ever investment. The plan was first put forward in 1975. As it nears completion, awareness of what it may do to the city is growing, and so are the protests. The people most affected are those living in Butetown, the only residential area in its way. The road will go through its heart, cutting the community in two. The County Council thinks it should bring new life to the rundown area. Along the route lie a playground, a school, new housing and some of the few remaining old buildings. People in Butetown don't need new roads, they need more jobs, which the road may not necessarily provide. The council, however, sees it differently.
We see this road as providing a necklace of opportunity, connecting with the motorway in the west and in the east and giving new ways into the neglected part of the waterfront strip. We have an opportunity here of using the road as an embankment to dam up the River Taff, giving a vast area of water which will take boats right up to about Cardiff city centre, and which will give an opportunity for the youngsters of Butetown and Grangetown to have water sports there.
With me in studio are Gaynor Legal, a councillor and Labour City Councillor for Butetown, and Clayton Georges, who's the leader of the opposition to this road scheme. Start with Clayton first. We're talking about new houses, better access to the town and leisure facilities. So why do you object to this road?
We object to this road because it's going to divide the community. With 24,000 vehicles a day travelling past houses and schools, the amount of lead pollution is going to be intolerable. The amount of noise is going to be intolerable. And the County Council haven't really considered the detrimental effects that this will have on a community.
Gaynor, now to you. I know the County Council are responsible for the road, but as a City Council, you're responsible for Butetown. So what's in it for Butetown people?
Well, most importantly, I think the much-needed jobs. And the County Council are trying to have built into the contract the fact that local labour will be used as much as possible. There will also be, of course, the very much-needed regeneration. At the moment, the population of Butetown has decreased by 2/3 over the last 2 years, and people are still leaving. We need to protect the already inadequate services that we have in our area.
I can understand the jobs, but you're talking about leisure facilities. I mean, how many boat owners are there in Butetown?
Well, you don't have to own a boat. I mean, at the moment, you can go to Roath Park and rent, and that's what we're hoping to do. Windsurfing, rowing, all sorts of water-based sports, but you don't have to own a boat to take part.
Clayton, if this road doesn't go ahead, what would you like to see happen instead?
Well, this road is going to take away any land that could provide any facilities in South Butetown. They're talking about facilities under the road, but the County Council haven't got the money to provide facilities. So when we ask for facilities, they say, sorry, we haven't got the money. This road is going to cause tremendous havoc to this community. It's going to destroy any small buildings that we could have used as community buildings. There won't be nothing for the people of Butetown.
Nothing for the people of Butetown. Do you agree on that, Gaynor?
No, I don't. I think that the few buildings that are available at the moment for community use, and there are very few, will be replaced. I also think that the road the benefits of the road well outweigh the disadvantages.
What about objections to the scheme? Is it too late to object now?
Yes, that's the short answer. Consultation's been going on since 1976. It's just a pity that more people didn't come to the consultation meetings earlier.
Clayton, objections. Are you the only person that objects, or do others object?
Well, I'm one of among 700 people who signed a petition to object, and about 70 people who marched on a demonstration to object to this. If you want to know about objections, you should go down to Butetown and ask the people in Butetown.
Well, it's strange you should say that. Thank you both. Strange you should have said that, because that's precisely what we did. We took our cameras down to Butetown with the poet Clive Webster to find out why he wants to stop the road.
From Bute Street through Back Street to High Street, Bank Street, Money Street, Miser Street, Power Street, White Street, Queen Street, to tell them, stop the road! Mother's there, father's there, baby's there, pushchair, Rastaman, you, them, all of them, to tell them, stop the road! Write letter, phone call, make banner, dub wall, to tell them, stop the road! No home, no park, no car, street dark, and them one bill road. No money, facility, no job, tranquility, but them one bill road. From the outskirts of the city to the center of town, all of the others miles around, but they want to build another to divide Butte Town. Tell them, stop the roads! Butte Town, People Town, Butte Town, Black Town, Butte Town, Happy Town, Butte Town, Proud Town, Butte Town, Poor Town, Butte Town, let down again. Tell them, stop the road! Stop the road! Stop the road!
Clive Webster, the message is stop the road. Our African heritage is remembered tonight with a group of Butetown dancers called a Hutu. That means freedom. They're going to perform a Ghanaian social dance called Pangnogo.
Right, a Hutu there performing the Pan logo. Well, you really can't come to Wales and not talk about rugby. But since that crushing defeat by the hands of the Australians 10 days ago, you have to be very careful about what you say. One person who wishes he was there on that particular day at Cardiff Arms Park is Glenn Webb, in spite of the result. He plays for Bridgend and he's been described by sports critics as the most exciting wing prospect in Wales.
No, via Webb. Second try for the left wing. And Brown Mason, Webb in for a hat-trick. Yes, he has. Here comes the attack again. Webb is in for number 4. 42-3-2 Bridgend. And there's one of their heroes, Glenn Webb.
Glenn, that was a year ago. How are you doing now?
Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Well, I say last season, I put a lot of hard work into this season. I was training hard throughout the summer and everything. And the first few games of the season, I thought I was playing pretty well, you know. But then my injury came up, and that put me back to about 2 months, you know, knocked me back for 2 months at that.
Tell me something. I mean, Wales at one time used to win everything going. What's happening to them now? They seem to be losing everywhere they go.
Well, it's difficult to say, really, because in the past they've had the greats, you know, the Gerald Williamses, they've had the Gerald Davis, oh, he's my hero, he was. JPR Williams, for instance, you know, all the names, the numerous I mentioned. I think it was a freak of nature, really, because to catch them all at that same time, you know, and get them in the same area, playing for the same team, it was just one of them incredibilities you get, like.
What about yourself? I mean, you recently turned down an amazing offer to join another team. What happened?
Well, I'm ambitious. See, I do really think there's a chance for me to play for Wales as yet, so if £30,000 means out the window, so it goes.
Finally, how do you see yourself? Do you want to play for Wales? Is that your aim?
That's my ultimate aim, yeah, to play for Wales. Be the first black man to play for Wales.
I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Glenn Webb, hoping he's on his way to the Welsh team. Now there's just time to tell you about our Ebony Auction for Africa. Papa Levi, Smiley Culture, Musical Youth, Moira Stewart, Hugh Masekela, they're all going to be there. It's at the Commonwealth Institute, Kensington High Street, starting from midday to 5:30. Every single penny that's raised is going to go to help the famine victims of Africa.
Entry is absolutely free, and despite the celebrities that's going to be there, there's masses of good prizes that's going to be auctioned. So why not start your Christmas shopping at the Ebony Auction for Africa at the Commonwealth Institute, Kensington High Street in London from midday until 5:30 this coming Saturday. On that note, it's goodbye from her.
And it's goodbye from him. And it's goodbye also from Cardiff. And we're going to leave you. We're going to leave you with denim and disco dancing.